Hey guys, I'm at the property. I'm at the north end. The camera's on the hood of the truck right now. I've got to go down. I'm just going to check some stuff that we had planted. My stepson planted. We tilled it up, and it's too hot to plant anything. But he insisted he wanted to plant it, so we planted it. The other spot that we had planted near Mariana with Chris is in a different area. That area is fine to plant, but over here it's high ground, it's sand, it doesn't hold water, and this white ground reflects sunlight and it cooks anything you plant this time of the year. But I'm gonna bring you guys along. We're just gonna walk down and check, and then I gotta go and check the trail camera that I had put out on the opposite side of the property. But I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. We're gonna walk down here. I keep seeing movement behind the truck through the window. I think it's an animal. Thought it was a dog a second ago. It's either a little deer or it's a coyote. But anyhow, let me get this turned around and set up, and we're gonna walk down the road. All right. We haven't had a lot of rain since I tilled it. We've had a lot over in Mariana, Cottondale area, and at the house. Just looking for tracks. See what's been crossing here. I'm not using the wireless mic right now. This area that we cleared, when I was clearing it, I was here by myself. Cody had fell asleep. He was supposed to have met me up here, and he wasn't here when I was ready to get started. So what I did, I tilled the road. The road's tilled all the way from the gate right there where the truck is. And I pushed the dead trees that were falling over on the road. I got them pushed out of the way. The first little spot we planted is right up here, about 50 yards. Got a track right there. Looks like a deer. Yep, there you can see defined toes. We've got a 7-point. That may be him. He normally comes out right there. But I don't want him shot. You know, I mean, he's a legal deer, but he's just young. We've watched him grow from a spotted fawn to where he is now, and he's still here. I told Cody, if he sees him, he can shoot him. He hasn't never gotten him a buck yet, but he won't be able to get him. That buck, them deer are keen, really sharp. His stand is right here, but he took all the stuff that was wrapped around the stand to camouflage it. He cut all that down, and so now he's in the wide open. So I doubt he's going to do any good out of it unless he shoots something way down the road here. Got turkey tracks. Deer crossed right there. I'm not seeing any sprouts yet. Oh yeah, we got sprouts. Oh yeah, a lot of sprouts. Raccoon tracks. Well, that deer's been all up in here. It's a coyote, I believe. Yeah, he's got sprouts all up in there. I tilled everything in. try to get it fairly deep. It's kind of hard to go too deep here because of the sand. It moves, and you could plant something 4 inches deep, and by the time it sprouts, that one seed may be an inch below the surface. It just moves, especially when it rains. Excuse me. I'm gonna go to the other side and check the trail camera, trying to get an idea of what deer are coming through that particular spot. There's a track right down the middle of the road. That's a heavy animal there. It is so humid out. It's just hard to breathe here. Jeez. Excuse me. Alright, this cluster of turkey oak right here on the right. Sounded like a limb break. We're going to take a right there. And this spot where we're going to was pretty heavily wooded. It was like this mess here. And I took the tractor and I opened it up. I worked on it about 4 hours. And Cody showed up and yeah, I got something moving back here. I'm nervous about going over here. It's uphill and there ain't no running if something happens. I can't run anyway, not physically. Yeah, this is what I cleared right here. This is what I'm wanting to go check. It's a boot print. I think that's Cody. I tilled all this up once I cleared everything. I just moved most of it to the sides, right there, all down in there. That deer track right there. The creek's right down there. Hear it? It's right back through there, whatever that is. Walk over on this side. I don't see any bear tracks, thank the Lord. There's a deer. This area right here, he planted some corn in. There's the deer tracks. They've been all up in it. This section, it might survive, but I doubt it. You can see where you come across right there. It's a young deer. I don't see any sprouts yet. Oh yeah, there's one. Oh yeah, there's a few right there. And this is a sweet corn that he planted. What most of us know as peaches and cream. Yeah, it's sprouting. Rabbit's been in here too. Alright, right there, right where my fingertip is, right here. That's the creek, right there. 50 to 60 yards from us right here. I've not put a camera up out here yet. I'm going to. I just haven't done it yet. but that'll happen. I'll get it. I'd like to put a stand up over here somewhere in one of these trees, but a beautiful magnolia right there is blocking my path down here. And to put a stand up in that, or this tree, I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen. This one right here. I got 2 pines here. That's a giant pine right there too. I want to put a stand up in that one right up there, but that's going to be a left hand because all this is, you're going to be exposed on this side. But I might be able to wrap it. It's kind of what I'm hoping on, if it all goes well. It's a really weird spot right here. It sounded like the banging on a tree. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. It was just a bam. You know, just one solid knock is what it sounded like. It's down there somewhere. I'm not sure. That's right. We'll head back. I don't want to be down here. Alright, that's enough right there. That is enough. I don't know what. It almost sounded like it was that tree right there. This pine right in front of us behind the magnolia. That wasn't. That was loud. That was real loud. I don't know what that was. Alright. Oh. I'm sweating bad. Hang on, guys. Can't see, I got sweat running down my eyes. Alright. That sounded like a knocking sound. I got something in my pocket now rattling. Oh, that's my lung medicine and my thing. It opened up in my pocket. Maybe that's what I was hearing. Maybe it was that knocking. It sounded. That last one was loud. That was definitely a bang on a tree. Yeah, let me go. Seen enough. Stuff sprouting. That's all that matters. This is the north end of the property. Down at the end of this road, right before you cross the creek, that's where Carrie Arnold and Mark Zaski were camping. Yeah, I'm creeped out now. I've spooked myself. I do that often. I get notifications on my phone if anything comes up on YouTube. All of you guys that I'm subscribed to, I'll get a notification if you post a video or anything of the sort. But also I'll get a notification if for comments. I get so many comments I can't keep up with them. It's really, really difficult. I wish I had help with that, but I don't know how to even set it up to where someone can access it. But anyhow, the comment popped up and he was talking about me doing a review on the night vision that's coming. Question was, if I'm so scared of the dark, then it pretty much makes no sense for me to do a night vision review. Just because I'm afraid of the dark don't mean I don't go out in the dark. But I can do the night vision review and be right by my truck. I just won't do it like here. I will not come out into the woods by myself in the dark for anything. I've already talked to Chris Claghorn. And by the way, his birthday was day before yesterday. For those of you that don't know, Chris has the YouTube channel Claghorn Outdoors. But I asked him about going with me when I go to do the review of the night vision. And he said he would if I chose to come out in the woods to do it. He'll be with me. Alright, golly, it's hard to breathe. There's so many humans in the air today. It's bad. We've got 110 heat index right now. That's what it was at 10:30 this morning. And I think it's hotter right now. It feels hotter. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop this for right now. I've got to go right here, and take a right. We got to go maybe 3/4 of a mile down, and then I got to take a left, a right, 2 more lefts. I got a ways to go, and in about 4 miles, I will be on the main dirt road that will take me to the property, to the other gate. So that's where I'm headed, and we're going to check the trail camera, and I'm bringing you guys along with me. There's not much activity over there where I'm going. I mean, there is some, but it's not like this section. I'm really scared of this section. But all right, guys, I'll see you in just a minute. All right, I made it on the other side. I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to check this camera, see what's on the memory card. And depending on what I see on the card, I may bring some more corn in here. I've got 1 bag left in the truck of Cody's. But if I use it, I'll just have to replace it. You guys, I got a message from one of our sisters here at the channel. All of you guys know her as Still Crazy Chris. Our sister Chris. She messaged me just a few minutes ago. Her mother is in the hospital. She is in St. Louis, St. Louis, Missouri. And Chris is in Springfield. She doesn't have, she's got the funds, the gas money to get over to be with her mother. The outcome is not looking good. This may be her mother's final days before she goes home. And she reached out asking for prayers. She knows God will provide what she needs to get her there and get home. And she is like so many of us here. You know, she lives check to check. She struggles like all of us do. But through faith in God, she'll get through just like we do. But guys, I am going to get her PayPal account, her link from her today. And by the time I upload this, I will have her PayPal link. I'm going to put it in this video. I'll put it in the description below. If Holy Spirit's leading you to want to help her, please send whatever you can to help her. She's going to be sleeping in her car, but Chris depends on a CPAP machine like a lot of us do in our age range. So it's going to be hard, especially in today's climate, the way the weather's changing, for her to be sleeping in a vehicle, especially in a city like that. So if it's in your heart that you want to help, please send a couple of dollars, whatever you can afford to spare, to our sister Chris. Is Chris Stillwell, for those that don't know. Most of you know her under her YouTube name, Still Crazy Chris. And I've talked to her on the phone several times for a few years, and she's an amazing woman. I love her to death, and she is part of us. She is part of our family here. Her mother may not be here. We're not promised tomorrow. The outcome is not looking good for her mother as far as her surviving what she's going through. And if it's her time to go home, there's nothing we could do to change God's will. He's going to do what's best, no matter if we see it being the right thing or not. If he chose to do it, it is absolutely the right thing, even though we usually don't agree as humans because our minds don't operate on the same level as our Father's. If you want to help, please help. And just remember, anytime you're helping someone who's in need, no amount is ever too small. In times like this, look at that dollar as being a piece of lunch meat or a piece of bread, food. If someone's starving and they have no food, are you not going to give them that last hot dog that you have? Because it's not much. That one hot dog does tremendous things for someone who's starving. So please look at it that way. If you have a buck to send her, please send it. She's got through some wonderful people who have sent a little bit to help her. Sorry guys, getting sidetracked. Hear noises. For those that are wanting to help her and you have the heart to help, I will have her PayPal link in the description below. I'll try to put it on screen if I remember when I'm editing this. So please send what you can. She's got up through a few people chipped in, and she's got the gas money to get there. She does not have the funds to get home, and she definitely does not have the funds to stay in a room while she's over there. She's going to stay until her mom comes home or until her mom goes to her final destination, which is that home in the kingdom of our Creator. So whatever happens, as long as her mother's in that hospital, she's going to be over there, and even if that requires her sleeping in her car. And being a woman, no woman needs to be in any city by herself sleeping in their vehicle. You know where that can lead. Today's world is not the one we lived in 30 years ago. It has changed, and it's just running rampant with evil. So guys, please, if you got it, please help. We are in a very difficult time here, Kim and I. And we're fine. God's providing everything that we need. And I've still got right at 3 weeks before I get my check, and I have almost $30 to get me through the month. And that's personal hygiene, fuel for the vehicle. That's everything. And I'm going to end up using the majority of that on a bag of dog food. But it is what it is. God will provide us as soon as we need it. He'll provide a way for it to happen. I'm trying to remember where my trail is. But a message to those of you that are going to send me an email or a message because you're mad that I'm trying to get help for people. Look, that's what I do. All of us here that's part of this family, that's what we do. That's our purpose. That's all of our purpose. Every human on this planet, God created us to be kind to one another, to help your neighbor, to help your enemy even. You know, that's what's in our DNA. And if that's wrong in your eyes, you're at the wrong place. I'll help people anytime I can help them. If I've got 5 minutes to live and I'm on my deathbed, if there's a way I can help someone, I'm going to help them. Every time we provide help for someone, all that does is add a few more treasures in our chest for when we arrive at our final destination. So please, if it offends you that I do what I can to help as many people as we do call outs for prayer requests, we do call outs to get people financial help, whatever people need. If they're in need, I'm going to do what I can to help them, as in probably 95% of you guys and gals that are here with us that are part of this family, you all know exactly what I'm talking about, because that's how many of you live. That's your life code. But we live in a time when there's a lot of people who are strictly, they are absolutely not going to help anyone. Their sole mission is to wreck people's lives, to take everything they can from people. They don't care if people have absolutely nothing. Their sole mission is to destroy. And that is not us. So if that's what's in your heart, you're definitely at the wrong place here. Anyway, guys, I will talk to Chris when I leave here and I get up closer to the highway. I don't have a signal back here where I can actually talk on the phone. I've had to talk to her through text, but I'm going to call her as soon as I leave. I just wanted to put this out. The urgency of the prayer request is above all else. Please pray that God is going to do whatever He's going to do, whatever's in His will for Chris's mother. Let's pray that it goes fast, it goes smooth, whichever way it goes. But please don't forget to pray for Chris and the family and friends that are going to be impacted if her mother is taken out of here and sent home. Just pray for everyone involved, everyone who's going to be impacted. You guys know how heart-wrenching that can be to lose a loved one, especially when it's your mother. All right, we're at the spot. The corn is growing. There are tracks in here. Something has been in here eating on it, but for the most part it's growing from the rain. I'm going to check this camera right here. It's going to be loud, I apologize. I'm just trying to do a count to see what we got on this section of the property. I'm trying to get the camera to power off. Come on, there it goes. If I have anything on here, I will upload those clips. I've got it set to take video clips, and so I'll certainly share that with you where you guys can see whatever I catch on here. Even if it's nothing more than a fox, I will certainly share it with you. The wildlife is beautiful. Okay, let's see. Yeah, if I got a deer on it, let's see. Select that batch. Select that one. Oh, we got quite a few. May all be the same deer. And today, I've got 59 clips today. Wow. Alright, I'm going to import these. There's a total of 137 videos. I don't know if you're going to be able to read that or not. There's 128 remaining. All right, I'm going to download these clips, and it is deer. Got a lot of deer, a lot of clips of deer. It looks like a doe, but I can't tell. The little thumbnails are really small. You can see them right there. Got 65 more to go. So I guess I need to put some more corn out here. Yeah, they've eaten a lot of it. That big pile I dumped right there is sprouted. Okay, we got 30 more to go. Yeah, I'm going to go get some more corn and dump in here. I do believe I'm going to... It's almost done. 10 more. 5 more. And then I'll delete them. It's got some... just delete those. And then these are when I baited it up to begin with. And so I'm going to select them and I'm going to delete those. There we go. Got them. Okay. Let me put this card back in it. I'm going to go ahead and grab some more corn, and we're going to throw some more out. I'll leave this open for right now, so I'm not getting pictures and video clips of myself. I do want to let you guys know something. Tomorrow is Thursday, and there is a producer that's coming to meet with me. I've been talking to him for a couple of weeks. Really nice guy. He came down from Atlanta. He's actually staying in Marietta right now. And he's filming a documentary, and I believe it's for television, some TV series. And it's not about the big guys. I'm not fully understanding exactly what he's wanting. But he called, my name was sent to him as someone, they suggested me to be interviewed by him. And he reached out to me, and I said, yeah, I don't mind. It'll probably be kind of fun. But I'll know more about it once I meet with him, which will be tomorrow. Today is Wednesday. As soon as I get the details and find out what it's about, you guys, I'm not nothing to look at on camera. My teeth are jacked up. I'm fat. I got messed up hips, messed up back, messed up neck. I've got more issues than a wet paper bag in a turkey bin. But the Lord's blessed me with life, and He's blessed me with the ability to save animals that are in need and to help. He's put me in a spot where I can help others, and I've been very blessed, very, very blessed. And so I'll find out more about what's going on with it, and if it's a DVD or I don't know what it's going to be. And no, I'm not getting paid for anything. You guys that know me know that I don't help people for money. You're not helping anyone if you're charging them. You're profiting off people, and that's not what I do. But whatever it turns out to be, whether it's a DVD, if it's an actual movie documentary or a television series, I don't know. But once I get the details and I find out what it is, if the guy is as pleasant in person as he has been talking to him on the phone and through text, then I'm sure this, whatever this is going to be, is a form of income for him and his family. So what I'll most likely end up doing is I will get the information from him when it is produced, and I will share that with all of you. And no, I'm not getting paid. I'm not making anything from this. You guys, I hope you know me better than that. But to help him out, I will share, if it's a DVD, I'll share the link where you can check it out. If it's a series, I'll share what I can. Whatever he tells me as far as how you can watch it if you're interested, then I'll make sure to get that out to you. You guys, stand by just a minute. I'm right here at the truck, a few yards from the truck. I'm going to get some corn. We're going to go right back down there. I'm not far. I drove in here as close as I can without running over some of these sharp things like that that'll pop my tire. I'll be right back. That corn smells like peanut butter. It's weird. Sorry about the noise. I'm just changing the angle of the camera. I got it on my chest mount. I'm going to walk back in here and spread the corn out. I'm going to turn the camera back on. Brother Don has sent another packet with a few articles in it, and we're just kind of hopping around, doing a little bit of everything. Just these really, these things are, they're articles about just things that fascinate me. They fascinate him, and excuse me. I'll run these topics by a few friends like Chris and my stepson and a few other people and get their opinions. Does this topic sound interesting to you? And I get their feedback. And so far we haven't found a topic that anyone has said, oh, I don't like the sound of that one. So we're just, the weird stuff, just sharing weird stuff. And the majority, I would say probably 98 or 99% of these articles are based off testimony from other people. Some of them are, they're stories that someone else has told, and we just are resharing their story. Heard something moving to my left, that way. Trying to make, I don't want to sound like I'm trying to be quiet. Hopefully there's nothing over here that's hungry for a fat man. Put this corn out, and we'll turn on the wrong way. Turn on the camera. I do not have my snake boots on. I'm just wearing my regular everyday hiking boots. So I gotta be careful. I don't want to get bit. It's not fun. Especially this far from a hospital. We had deer in here today, according to the camera. It looks like it's one deer, maybe the same deer coming every day, I'm not sure. But that's alright if it's a doe. Looks like a big one. And so if it's a doe, there's a good chance she'll get pregnant this year, and she'll need an area to eat. Okay, let's turn this camera on and get out of here. I am sweating so bad. Okay. Gotta turn it on to the blue. The screen lights up blue. Come on. This camera's been giving me such a hard time last year, and now it's really getting worse. It's not wanting to come on when you turn it on. Come on now. It's got new batteries in it. The red light's on. I'm pushing the button, but I'm not getting the blue screen light up yet. There it goes. There it goes. Now it's showing a full battery. Showed 75% a minute ago. I haven't turned it any. I may have. There we go. Okay. Let's get out of here. Got so much rain that all the corn's sprouting. Oh, I gotta wipe my face again. Golly. There are so many humans in there. This is ridiculous. When I pulled in over here, it was 98 degrees on the truck thermometer. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize the camera's that high. I want to show you something. You see the ground here? Pine straw and that moss, that lichen moss. You can come to an area like this down here in Florida. I don't know if it applies everywhere, but it does here. If you take your boot and make you a trail, let me show you. And you just clear this stuff, clear it down to the dirt like this. You do that and you make you a trail all the way through it. You can do that to your stand and the deer will start following it. So if you're hunting and you cleared your walking path like that, the deer will walk right down it. They'll come right to your stand. I don't know why they do that. I know if you take a machete and you cut your trail like through the saplings, you'll make you a trail through them. Just cut all the limbs where it's open. It's just an open walkway. Your game animals will follow it instead of taking their normal game trail. They'll follow the trail that you made. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I know this video is not exciting at all. I film every time I come out. Anytime I go anywhere, I film. You guys see a very tiny portion of what I actually record. This one I will be sharing because not so much what I'm doing out here, but because Chris Stillwell, our sister, Still Crazy Chris, she's in desperate need of prayers for her mother, and she's in need of a little bit of financial help so that she can, she's got the funds up. A few people have stepped in and they donated a little bit to her PayPal to help get her over to the hospital from Springfield to St. Louis. She does not have the funds to get home. She does not have the funds to eat on over there. And she does not have the funds to get a cheap hotel room. I don't know if Chris is up for it or not, but if any of our sisters here, because I know she wouldn't be, it would just be wrong to ask a guy to help her. But if any of our sisters here are in the area that maybe could help her out, if you got an extra room maybe, I don't know. Chris has not said anything to me about this at all. This is something I'm putting out there. Maybe you could put her up for a day or two, a few days, whatever you can to help her so that she doesn't have to pawn items that she's inherited and things of that sort just to get there and to spend the last days with her mother, if that's what this turns out to be. So if you have a home in the area, St. Louis area, and you think you might be able to help Chris out, and I'm only asking the women here because, well, you know how things, you don't know what other women have been through. I don't know if Chris has ever been through anything, but if they've been through a situation that they've been traumatized by an aggressive male, you know, the last thing you want to do is have a male offer to put her up. And so I don't know her background. I don't know what she's been through, so I'm not even going to go that way. But this is my own thinking. It's not coming from Chris in any way. This is Donnie. But I was hoping maybe there's one of our sisters here that maybe lived alone or had another female roommate and would possibly be able to help Chris out by maybe letting her stay there during the evening so that she could spend all the time with her mother that she has. That would be tremendous. And if you think he might be able to, or might be willing to do something like that, if you could reach out to me, then I'll get in touch with Chris and I'll ask her if she's okay with it. Then we'll see about sharing contact information. But please, if that's something you might be interested in doing or might be able to do, please send me an email and let me know. And I'll talk to Chris about it. And who knows, maybe it'll work out. And she'll be able to get over there and it won't cost her much of anything other than, the gas to get there and get back. And the gas to get over to see her mother. But send me an email. Let me know. My email address is just like our channel here. It's standinggoatsrescue@yahoo.com. Guys, I love y'all. God bless you. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon, wonderful week. The home thing has finally started moving again. We were at a stalemate for a little while. The new people we're going through to get the home, they've contacted several septic tank companies, and one of them that just came out, they checked our tank like the others did. Everybody's wanting $12,000 for a new system. And this guy said there's nothing wrong with your septic tank. You've got a really top-end tank. It's a huge tank. It's big enough for the home. And he said he can clean it out. They'll have to replace the field lines, but they will add that to the loan, which has already been accounted for. So we do have the funds have been allotted for that. That's part of our loan. So that's going to save us some money. And the way things are going right now, our payment's going to be a little bit lower than what we were originally told, which we were okay with the original payment. We could do it. Barely, but we could do it. But it's moving forward. So keep your fingers crossed. Please send a prayer out for us that we get a home up here before the winter months arrive. I really want to get moved so we can start working on this property, get these goats in a much larger area. And, we can live off the land here. I can get a ram pump set up in the creek to pump fresh water up, and I know how to build a filter system out of some activated charcoal and gravel and sand, and we're gonna pump the water up into storage tanks, and I'll run it through a homemade filter system, and the goats and dogs will have clean drinking water. It'll be fit for us to drink as well, and we'll have water for the garden, the vehicles if we need to wash a vehicle or whatever. So we'll be keeping our power bill down and not be so dependent on the electric company, if you understand where I'm going with that. But y'all have a good afternoon. I love you. I will keep you posted as we progress with this. We're getting a home out here. You guys will always be in the loop. I love you. Thank you so much for the support, the verbal support. Thank you, all of you who have helped us in the times when we needed help. And if any of you right now, if you have the funds, if you have the ability, and you have the mindset and heart to do it, please consider helping Chris so that she can get up there and be with her mother, because this may be her mother's last few days here on earth. Guys, I love you, and I'll certainly see you soon. God bless you. Be kind, be safe. Just be blessed in all you do. If there's anything I can do for you, please reach out to me. StandingGoatsRescue@yahoo.com, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Time to go home.